should do the selfie and send it to Matthias.
Oh, yeah.
If I can do it right.
Watch your finger. You are.
Let's go back around.
There you go. Go.
Nice.
Not of you, but.
All right, let's do this. Welcome to the BlabberMalt Show with your hosts, Dave and Matthias, two guys that blabber incessantly about beer, brewing, and bullcrap. Stick around while they brew up another tasty episode. All right, everybody, we are here. The big doinks. Doink.
Hello, hello.
As you can see, this is not Matthias. This is our good friend Tom, and he is stepping in because Matthias has bad case of the laryngitis. And
Imagine that, him not being able to speak.
I know, he likes to talk. Matthias likes to talk. He said, maybe I talk too much. That's what happened here. So we are the BlabberMalt Show. This is July. This is not July. This is January 7th, 2025. We are back for the new year with more brewing, more beer, and more bullcrap.
And we are not doing dry January.
No, definitely not. This is moist January.
Moist.
For a luxuriously...
Yes. So, before we get too far, I have to put this up there so you know to like and subscribe. We do this show every Tuesday at 7 p.m., but we've been off for a couple weeks, a little rusty here. But we stream on Facebook, YouTube, and we also cross-post at the Northeast Ohio Craft Brewers news page. So we're glad to be on their page. And don't forget to hit the Beacons link where you can get all the swag, get a hoodie, some glasses, coffee mugs, stuff like that. I got to tell you this, Tom. Look at here.
Oh,
can't see. You see that?
Did the dog get to it?
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like a cat attacked me. But, it's the new year, so cleaning out my office, kind of shredding some paper. You see where I'm going with this?
Oh, instead of a tie, that's what got in there?
Yes, I leaned over and it grabbed me and it's pulling me. And I had to think quick because I was getting pulled to the, steely maw of the shredder, and I had to pull the cord out real quick and, or I could have just pulled it out, I suppose. But, so now I have some damaged BlabberMalt wear, and I'm going to have to...
It gives you some street cred. Looks like you've been in a brawl or something.
Yeah, a tiger got to me. I don't know.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
or you might have to buy a new one.
I might have to buy a new one. I might get the heather one like Matthias has. It's lighter. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there's a red one. Get a red one.
Ooh.
Match the shirt. Maria's got the red shirt.
Not
with her. Not with her. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it for sure. All right. Let's get to the
It's time to mash in.
So, what have you been up to, Tom? This is a brand new year. You got anything?
Nothing yet. Just trying to transition. We've got a granddaughter coming in a couple weeks.
What?
Very excited about that.
Nice.
Family's growing.
Yeah.
We got through the holidays, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
Family, and got to see some friends as well. So
yeah.
That was good.
Cool. I know you had that grandbaby visited you for like a whole week.
Yeah.
Right over Christmas.
Yeah, we had a great. The whole family was together. We actually got to go out to Lorraine Brewing Company on their grand opening day.
Okay.
With the whole family. So we didn't make the ribbon cutting, but we did get out there for dinner with the whole gang.
Cool.
So it was nice to see that place. Beautiful. If you haven't been out there, obviously the old shipyards. It's just a beautiful venue. I mean, and the food that Brian's got going there.
Yeah, there's some nice additions. I think they tweaked it really in a good direction.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But
so we were able to do that again. It just what you usually do with family. We ate a lot together. We drank a lot together.
Yeah.
Shared some laughs.
Yeah, Maria, were you outside doing egg rolls or?
No, I did that previously, so,
Okay. Because it was cold.
yes.
Yeah.
very cool.
She doesn't like to stink her house up with the oil and the cooking smell, so she cooks outside. But it's
Even when
it's a sight to see outside in her coat and whatnot.
Hey, some
Yeah.
people brew beer outside. Other people cook.
Other people cook. Yeah. Yeah.
Different version of
I mean, you
cooking.
grill, right?
Yeah,
You're going to
yeah.
grill outside. You can
Even in the winter.
deep fry outside. Why not?
Yeah.
So we had a good Christmas. We hosted here. I did a ham, and my brother and sister-in-law were out, and my mom and dad came up. So had some. Didn't really have any. I had a couple beers, but mostly wine with dinner that day. So
I found myself doing more cocktails for some reason.
yeah,
I was strange. The folks I was around were I had a Bush Light and a Labatt Light person, so it was kind of hard to want to share beers. And my daughter-in-law, who likes the neat craft beers and stuff, she's
Yeah.
the one that's expecting here in a couple of
okay.
weeks.
So yeah,
she's
takes
not
her out of
drinking.
the mix.
So didn't have anything too creative. Had some good Christmas beers though.
Yeah,
Big fan of the Trogs Mad Elf was always,
Yeah.
that's good.
yeah, that's a good one.
Kind of like the Belgian ones, and actually a couple of the Avon Brewing, their barrel aged one was
Mhm.
phenomenal, which I did bring one.
Yes.
Kind of try here a little bit, but found myself just doing the cocktails a little bit.
Yeah, bourbon. You seem like
a
a
little bourbon. I do like the vodka too.
okay.
Vodka with
Yeah.
a little mix in it, and
Yeah.
goes down easy.
Yeah, we had since we had that Christmas ale show or the Christmas beer tasting, we had a lot left. So early on, I was drinking because you got to drink those growlers up. We had that Four Paws. Oh man, that
Yeah, the Boss
Yeah.
Chicken got for us. Yeah,
that was good. So drank those up, and then I'm still working on the cans. We're working through them. Yeah. So
I got a couple of those still left. Yeah, that'll be.
yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna lie, I got some pumpkin beers hanging around too. I've got to work on those.
I mean, so you said wines. What kind of wines do you like to drink?
Cabernets mostly.
Cabernets.
Yeah. Got a story about a cab. New Year's Eve, we were with Jay and Janelle, and went to Chez Francois
Oh,
out in Vermilion. Nice place, and they have a extensive wine menu. So, I had a cocktail, and then we sat down to dinner, and I'm looking at the bottles of wine. I looked at Denise. I was like, they get a bottle of Camus here for $90. I'm like, that's cheap for Camus.
Was it glass?
Yeah. No, but so the server comes and I'm like, yeah, we're going to get a bottle of this Camus. She's like, okay, let me tell you, that's a demi bottle. So that's a $3.75. That's a half bottle. I was like, oh, I see how you wrote me into that one. So I looked at the price at the full bottle and was like, yep, nope, we're going to get something else. What did we end up getting?
You passed.
Prisoner. Yeah, we got the Prisoner.
Oh, Prisoner.
It was about the same for a full bottle though,
My
which
son-
is good wine.
My son brought over a cab of the Prisoner for Christmas that we had, and it's a good Sauvignon Blanc that
Yeah,
Maria actually likes those right now. And I mean, wines are nice. I do
Oh,
like the
yeah.
variety.
Yeah.
It's just like beers, and there's so many different variants of them. And even if you have the one style, so the IPA, it's a cab, but there's different types of it.
yeah, and it's heart healthy, right?
How is that ticker doing?
Hey, it's doing good.
Good.
It's doing good. Yeah, yeah. So we're trying to minimize the excessive beer intake. So doing a little bit more wine. Is that smart? I don't know. Somebody tell me. Any doctors out there?
Hey, well, as long as you're doing it in moderation, you're fine.
Yeah, so that was fun. New Year's Eve, we ended up finishing up dinner, and they invited us down, I think, to their paid event. They had a little DJ going, playing some boomer jams down there
At Chez
at
Francois?
Chez Francois. And, so we went down there and kind of got to enjoy that party for 40 minutes, and we didn't pay for it. Oh, but we did pay for the dinner, and that was a bill.
Yeah. That's still on our bucket list.
Yeah. It's good. And we thought we were going to go to Touche. It's the upstairs, little more casual,
Okay.
little more affordable. But we ended up downstairs. So, yeah.
I've not heard of Touche.
Yeah. Touche.
Great name.
Yeah. It was good. Good times. So, being the first show of the year, do you have any New Year's resolutions? Or are you not a fan of resolutions? Making bold predictions for the year to come.
I mean, I probably try the same ones every year. I mean,
Yeah.
I do want to obviously exercise more because I could certainly use it.
Yes.
And I did get off to a good start, and then winter really hit hard here.
Yeah.
Which so I like to walk in the mornings, and
Yep.
you can do it certain times, but when it's really icy out there, it does get dangerous. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But so
Break a leg or something.
yeah. So I mean that's probably the big one that I'm trying to get back onto, and
Yeah.
last year I tried the dry January, which lasted about 2.5-3 weeks.
I remember that. Yeah.
And it was not worth it. I looked back on it, and for whatever reason, I actually gained 5 pounds. I wasn't doing it to lose weight. It was also just
to see
and be better. But
yeah.
you thought it was a nice side thing. You'd also lose weight.
Yeah.
Drinking, because I mean, obviously drinking can
Calories. Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah. I
you.
remember you guys were doing that, and you would up at ABC, you'd get an NA beer. One of those athletic beers.
Yeah.
Like, Tom, what are you doing, man? Come on.
and they do. I mean, there are some good ones, but for the most part, I mean, you can really they do taste different. I mean, there's nothing like a real beer.
Tastes like an extract, malt extract.
Yeah. So that one didn't even. That was not even on the list this year's New Year's resolution.
Yeah. So what do they say? Like New Year's resolution should be specific, actionable, and measurable. So I have some home brewing resolutions.
Oh.
I want to brew at least one good Pilsner this year. We'll start in the spring.
Okay.
I've never really brewed a very good Pilsner because I don't have temperature control. So that means I'm going to have to get that glycol chiller for sure. And, talk to Matthias and maybe talk to Andrew and Pete and get some insights and put that together. I do have some, health related, I guess, resolutions. I got to take care of the heart. So I do have some, and I'm not going to divulge the numbers, but, weekly aerobic exercise goals and strength training goals, and we'll see if I can hit those. I haven't been very good so far, but we'll give it a try.
It's still early, and
yeah, it is.
Yeah, again, there's always the other things of just trying to be more active in the community as well. I mean, as strange as it sounds, I mean, sometimes I do have that thought it'd be nice every year to become more involved with my church and do those kinds of things as well for the community. But it's hard. I mean, with things going with the growing family now, with just work and other family situations, it sometimes gets hard to do some of those things that you want to do that are good things, and it does pop into your head. I mean, it's a neat thing that the year does do that to you. It makes you think, at least for me.
Yeah.
You do think about those things.
Right.
Now, a lot of times you think about them, they go right out the other side, but unfortunately, I do think it's a time to reflect on those ideas, and if something sticks, that's good. I mean, you think of a dozen neat things to do. If you end up doing one or two of them, God bless you.
Yeah, I mean, so like with your church, if you just say, I'm gonna attend a meeting or a study group once a month, it's actionable and measurable. I embarrassingly didn't finish the Cleveland Brewery Passport this year. So this year I want to do that, I also want to finish the Lorain County one too. So that one's closer. I mean, the Cleveland one, some of them on the east side, it's a trek. So, you can't really knock too many out because it's a far drive unless you get a Uber or something.
Yeah. I mean, we did cash in and got our T-shirts.
Did you? Yeah.
An opener and stuff. So we didn't finish it, but we did. I don't know, it was 30 of the 40.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get quite that many.
But and you're right. I mean, it is tough with the couple that are located. I mean, you really have to get that dedication to go to an area of parts of Cleveland, and that's the ones we kind of strangely missed. I mean, we did some of the far east side ones.
I thought those would be the hardest. Yeah, I mean,
it's been more some of the Cleveland Heights and Cleveland, even downtown Cleveland. We didn't hit all those, which is ironic. But since we're down there quite often,
well, we'll take the BlabberMalt Show out and we'll hit them and then and check it off. Two birds and whatnot.
Well, there's 40 of your 52 episodes, right?
Yeah,
there.
right. Yeah. So we're gonna do that and
maybe a dozen out in Lorain County.
Yeah, and I feel like that's more approachable because I've probably been to all, well, except for the newer ones that have just opened or haven't opened yet. But and you get to go twice.
Yes.
So
I mean, again, since you brought it up, I mean, it's still in the it's coming along in the planning stages. We're almost there. I'm sounding now like Matthias with the with the brewery.
2 more weeks.
Getting close. We're almost in the red zone. But again, we're hoping for April 15th kickoff of the Lorain County Brewery Passport. We're right now just finalizing some of the logistics and making sure we've got everyone on board and hopefully going to print they will be actual physical passports, so different than the Cleveland one, which is an app on your phone.
Yeah.
This will be similar to the Summit and the Medina one, where you actually have a physical passport.
Those are cool.
So
I like those.
We'll probably have hopefully some updates here in the next few weeks. Matthias will probably get some.
Maybe some of you cheapskates pay up so we can afford to print these things. What?
Which, I mean, we did have a nice group at the Hoppy Holidays, which was the kickoff, again, which was just middle of December. We actually had some nice sales up until the last minute there, which was great. So the crowd was very close to what we wanted. That was kind of a fundraiser as well as the official kickoff. We had some representatives from all the Lorain County breweries there. So
it was fun, and Denise and our friend Janelle were tending bar there, and so that's sparked her interest. She thinks she wants to be a bartender now. When she retires, she's going to work at a bar somewhere.
Working a bar versus working a beer fest are two different things.
Yeah, that's what I said. Mixing drinks, and then you got to cash people out, and people are angry.
Yeah.
And drunk. Well, that happens at Brewfest too.
No.
Dustin Yance is over here. He says he's drinking a BrewDog Elvis alcohol free.
Oh.
20 calories. Not bad.
So I will say BrewDogs does a very good job with their non-alcoholic ones. We just, what was that one, Maria? It was a faux pas or?
Something like that, yeah.
It was a sour cherry.
I could see where a sour would be a little bit better than maybe just like a pale ale that's alcohol free.
Yeah. But BrewDogs does a very good job with theirs.
Yes, yeah. Athletic, I think I remember them being pretty good too.
They're the most popular.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of theirs.
Okay.
Then again, 1.25.
Yeah. Oh, he's making his own jokes now. You gotta give him that one. Dan Means he said he really dislikes NA beers. His resolution, make sure I get, is that 10,000 steps while at work? Okay, yeah, because he's doing some stuff at LBC now.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have to talk to him. I'm not really sure about that role.
I think he's some sort of a floor manager or stuff. I think
Okay.
He's making sure things run smoothly and really keeping in touch with the people, the clients as well as the staff, and making sure things are running smoothly.
Give him a finger on the pulse.
Yeah.
Or a finger on something. That's Dan for you. He's keeping his finger somewhere. Somewhere moist.
Moist. For a
He says he also
luxuriously
likes the
moist
bourbon,
place.
which is
Today's word of the day is moist.
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, again, that is a bourbon. Talk about resolution. So one of my resolutions is to do the bourbon trail.
Oh, okay. Down in Kentucky?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's been on there for a couple of years, and we got to get close to that. That is supposed to be very nice. I mean, we usually do things where we plan it ourselves, but when I understand with that one, you've got to really do it with them organized because they're very, very rigid as to the tours and stuff. But
what do you think before or after the new baby comes?
it's going to have to be well after.
Okay, well after, yeah. It's too close now.
Too close now.
Yeah. All right, let's get into
It's
the
time for the
Vorloff
Vorloff.
here. So we do have some beers to taste tonight. Maybe we'll just comment on this. I just got this at One Stop Beverage here in Avon. Big Doinks, Fair State Brewing Company. Where did we determine this?
Minneapolis.
Okay. Dank IPA, West Coast. And
It's definitely that.
I'm a big fan. Yeah, it's
it's dank.
definitely bitter.
It's dry, bitter.
So this, how we usually do it. This is the main beer, and then we do sample beers at the BlabberMalt Show. So we just have one beer going, start the show, and then tasters.
This is the keep so that our
This is the
throats
palate
are,
cleanser.
and our throats are moist so that we don't lose our voices. Like
Yes, like
Matthias
Matthias. See, he's not drinking enough beer.
did.
I think so, yeah.
So we need this just.
Yeah. So what are we going to drink first here? What do you think? What do we decide?
I was going to start with a lighter one, and
Okay.
we've got the with the football game coming up here on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Ohio
State? Yeah.
This is a beer that Brewdogs actually did for Ohio State.
Okay.
Oh, we have. Oh, she's going for my job.
Oh, no.
We got a guest pourer tonight. It's my wife, Denise, a.k.a. Nini. D-Nice.
So
Thank
I mean,
you.
Brewdogs, of course, out of Scotland,
Yeah.
has their place down in Columbus, and they do brew stuff here. And I believe this one is brewed in Ohio.
Okay.
Their Columbus facility, just outside of Columbus, and they have their nice outpost that's down in the flats.
Yeah. You know what? I've never been there.
Never
Never been there.
beautiful.
Yeah. That's what I hear.
It's it's the view is gorgeous.
Yes.
So this is just a light pilsner. I want to say maybe 4%, but
Yeah.
I remember having it. It still had flavor. It tastes like a beer.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, I would like to brew something like that. That's what I'm going for.
I mean, I would not mind if it was a little bit. It's sweet. I wouldn't mind a little more malt.
Yeah, a little bit of that cracker crumb would be nice, but I'm not mad at it at all.
And again, so in honor of Ohio State having their game this Friday, I thought I'd bring that down and
I appreciate it. Yeah.
pseudo theme.
Yeah. See, I knew, you invite Tom, he's going to bring beer. That's what I love about this guy.
There's always something in the fridge.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I have that, all the pumpkin beers and the Christmas ales that are still in the fridge. But I didn't think that was appropriate for the first show in January. So I ran out and got a couple of beers myself. So we got seven beers. I mean, it's no Christmas beer show, but
Yeah, it's Friday. I've been noticing what you got and what I brought. We've definitely gone to a little bit to the darker side, which I guess that time of the year.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be another nice beer to brew as like a winter warmer or something. But I got to get going because by the time a winter warmer is ready to be spring, So,
Which I got to tell you, we went last Thursday also to Lorraine Brewing Company and with all their beers that they have on tap and stuff. The fact that they have Old Avon, which is a style, the barley wine is a style I really like.
Yeah.
And being able to go down there and now for the last 2-3 weeks to have a pint of that is just phenomenal. That just warms me up. It's just so delicious.
Yeah. Do you recall what the ABV on that is?
I'm going to guess around 12, but between 10 and 12. I mean, it is a nice.
Yeah, one and done.
The flavor is just phenomenal.
Yeah. That's a good beer for sure.
That's a winter warmer beer for me.
That's
it says
definitely.
It all.
Yeah, I've done barley wines before, and they're okay.
We had your one that was actually very good. It was aged a little bit, which I actually liked.
Yeah, I think you're being kind. I could do better. So I thought I'd bring this up. Jimmy Carter passed away. Was it December 29th, I believe? He was 100 years old, 19th president. He was president in 1977 to 81. And regardless of how you feel about his politics, he legalized homebrewing in the United States. He signed House Resolution 1337 in August 1978, legalizing the production of beer and wine at home. And you didn't have to pay any excise tax or anything like that. It was illegal before. So you can produce up to 200 gallons per household. And
did he do that for his brother?
Oh yeah, what was it?
For Billy?
Yeah, Billy beer. Yeah, that was not good.
And before someone types in, he was the 39th president, not the 19th.
Did I say 19th? Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. I did write that. Yeah. I was like, that seems rather early in the country's history.
But that's great.
Anybody call me out? Nope.
But that's crazy. That's when maybe prior to that it was. Now was that state? That was a federal, or is that state by state? Was that a state law?
That was federal. Prohibition. There was no production of alcohol of any kind. So he said, "Yeah, we're gonna." And that was how they do. They pack all these things into different bills. There was a bunch of other things that were in that bill, but that was one of them. So that's the most important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
impacted all of our lives.
I know. So later that year, the American Homebrew Association was founded, and they started publishing Zymergy magazine.
Oh.
It was in very early 80s, 79, early 80s that those magazines started coming out. And in college in the early 90s, I started getting into homebrewing, and I was a member, and I went back and bought a lot of the old issues. You could buy them if they had something in it that I was interested in. So I had a big collection of Zymergy magazines going back to the mid-80s, early 80s. And then when I graduated college, I kind of got out of the hobby for a little while, and I threw those out. I threw them all out.
So while everyone else was collecting Playboy and Penthouse,
I was collecting beer magazines.
Okay.
But I regret that. That's part of the reason why I'm a little bit of a hoarder, because I'm like, as soon as I think I'm never going to need this again, I'm never going to want it, and I throw it out, Zymergy magazines.
But I would think today,
vintage,
you'd probably be able to get all those, because usually they have recipes in a lot of recipes in magazines. You could probably get that. Do they have it online? Do they digitize their
I believe
issues?
Yeah, they're all digitized, so you can look at it. But I had the hard.
That takes up less space.
Yeah,
Denise will be happy for
See,
that.
You're being practical, Tom. I'm just saying. I wish I had them, but I don't. So, cheers to Jimmy Carter. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Got something to say back there?
No, we have nothing to cheers with.
Well, get a beer. There's
What's
you're behind the bar. There's all kinds of
What's
stuff.
the next beer?
I'm bringing it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Tis this one, Tom. Can you see?
It's the pernicious sour.
Pretentious.
Pretentious barrel house.
No. Oh, pretentious. Okay. Percolate.
Percolate.
Oh, this has got vanilla, coconut, some coffee. Did we determine, did these guys go out of business or were they?
If this
What?
if this is the is it Pretentious Barrel House, Maria?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just outside of Columbus, and I believe they did
They
close.
just went out of business.
Dan Main says Old Ohio is 9.7. See?
Old Avon?
Old Avon. What did I say?
Old Avon? Oh, you said Old Ohio.
Oh, I was thinking of that Twin Oaks beer.
No, Pretentious is open. Pretentious Beer Company.
Okay.
Wait. That's a Knoxville. Never mind.
Is that barrel aged?
Yeah, they're all barrel aged. They all taste like this.
See how it tastes like. Pretentious.
You know, this tastes like this tastes like a beer that's not supposed to be sour, but it went sour because of the barrel.
So we were down
Tastes
there.
like one of my home brews.
No, it doesn't.
We were down there a few years ago, actually going down there for, was it a birthday party or a shower?
Wedding shower.
Wedding shower. And of course, I got there early because I saw this place was within a mile of where we're supposed to be going. I love the name. I mean, Pretentious.
Yeah.
What a great name
Great for a brewery.
and it was, sours, barrel aged. We walk in there, you see all the barrels set up there. Tried a sample of them. They all tasted like this, which
Yeah.
to me is, unless I'm missing the palate thing. I mean, I understand sours, I understand barrel aging, but this just has a combination that
Yeah.
just doesn't fit for me. And
That's why I say it tastes like it's not supposed to be sour, but it is sour.
yeah, my understanding is about 6 months ago or a year ago they did end up closing.
Mm.
So who knows if this has probably been aging a little bit longer in the can.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
they can't all be winners.
No.
That's a 1.25 right there. How about any other beers in particular over the holidays did you have that you had an affinity for?
Oh, you know what? I did have a really good beer just the other day at Brew Kettle, actually. It was their IPA.
New kid.
New Kid IPA.
New Kid. I haven't had that one.
That was,
IPL.
I think it just came out. It was very good, in my opinion. I mean,
IPA, you say?
IPL.
IPL.
I think it was on Christmas. I had
Yeah, New Kid IPA.
It is IPL. Oh, it is.
Dustin said it's very tasty.
yes. So over Christmas, I had Catawba Island Brewing Company a little bit ago purchased by Twin Oaks. So some of their beers, I mean, the Hot Blonde has come out prior, but now some of their other beers are starting to hit, and their sour program is starting to hit. And I had the Pineapple Mine Fractal.
It's a great name.
Yeah, it was a fruited sour, and around between 5 and 6% ABV, and it's pretty good. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing some more of that stuff. They had when we were out there, they had that margarita beer. We were over there over the summer, and that was pretty good too. Tasted just like a margarita, but this was pineapple upside down cake, a little bit sour, kind of punchy a little bit.
I don't know if it's. I think it's Hop and Frog does this.
Yeah.
Pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah.
Beer. Well, I did have a peanut butter leg humper
Oh yeah,
from Thirsty Dog.
Thirsty Dog.
That was phenomenal. And then Mastheads, a Coffee Universe rye whiskey barrel aged.
Okay. Yeah.
So some good local beers. Again, it's always great to find something.
Did you have that? Did you find that in a can, or were you out and about? And
That was in a can. We actually had some friends over, and we were sharing beers. And
Okay.
Actually, they
Yeah.
brought that one.
nice.
So we kind of do that a couple times a month. Of another couple, we get together, and
Yeah.
They bring 5 or 6 beers. We bring 5 or 6 beers, and we just spend a
Nice.
night sampling beers. So between the 4
Yeah.
of us, you
Get a little bit of everything.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. You hate it when you have somebody comes over, they bring a 12 of Bud Light and then drink your good beer and leave the 12 pack for you.
Well, so it's interesting. So, and I know some people may have this as well. So in our house, we have an outside fridge where we keep a lot of the beers, and I have a shelving structure so that the top shelf anybody can have from there.
Yeah.
The second shelf are beers I've kind of set aside that are either for special occasions.
Yeah.
The kids know you don't go to the second shelf. Those beers are you have to ask for those. The
Yeah.
top one is open.
I remember I had, it was a Sierra Nevada, their Christmas ale, and I had like a vertical going, I had every year, and we had a party, and some people were pulling those out, cracking them, and I'm like, well, so there was some gaps in the vertical.
So that you can't replace with digital.
No, I can't replace those, but I didn't have them labeled.
Oh, so it's your fault.
It's my fault, yeah, I guess. So,
Yeah.
oh well. What are you gonna do?
I will again. We've had a chance to go to Brew Kettle a couple times in the last couple of weeks, and their double Raja, actually, which I've never had before.
Oh yeah,
was very
Yeah.
good as well. So they're doing some neat stuff. I
Yep.
I've had a couple good beers from there right now.
yeah, and I don't know if we talked about it the last show. They just bought Terrestrial, and I can't. I think it's probably going to be a good thing, as long as they let them
do their thing. Yeah.
let them do their thing. So,
And I did see that they, we're talking about new stuff, so they are selling the Canton one. So unfortunately,
I saw that not too long ago too.
so
yeah.
Canton Brewing that they bought, that they were going to kind of convert into a whole music hall. Cause that place, have you been to that one?
Yeah.
I mean, the downstairs is just a huge open area, really nice setup, and I guess some business just bought it. They're going to move their offices there now.
Yeah.
But-
That's sad.
I mean, I'll tell you. I mean, in the end, this might be a little bit off topic, but I was just thinking about that with the Canton Brewery. So we've been down there once, and really, really enjoyed their beers.
Yeah.
We went back a couple years later. I think we were doing the Summit Beer Pass and stuff, and the beers just weren't quite the same.
Yeah.
And talking with people, we found out the brewers had changed.
Yeah.
And something that, with the involvement we've had in the last, kind of being part with you guys and Matthias of going around meeting all these different people and the brewers and stuff, you realize how important the actual brewer is in putting their
That's
stamp
for
on
sure.
it.
Yeah.
And just as a home brewer, you've got a recipe. So it's easy to have a recipe, but it's still how you execute it that
Yeah.
makes it a little bit different. And, kudos to the brewers out there that, do these and can consistently produce that beer. And, when they end up changing, because, I mean, it is a family that does move around a little bit. The brewers move from brewery to brewery.
Yeah, they sure do.
And sometimes you can tell.
Yeah. Yep, that's for sure. This dog is all over the place.
But
Yeah, so let's get into the boiler.
It's time for
Yeah, we're doing good. So homebrew happenings. There's nothing happening. It's like 28 degrees in the garage. I'm not brewing anything out there. I mean, I always talk about temperature control, and the main concern, cooling it down. I think heating it up is the issue in the wintertime. But yeah, I'd like to get something in the pots. So we'll do.
So I mean,
something.
so you talked about your goal this year is to do a Pilsner that you really
Yeah.
like. I mean,
This might be the perfect time.
are there other beers that you have in mind for the year, though? I mean, schedule wise, I mean, do you think seasonally about the beers, or is it just what you want to make?
I usually try to, but by the time I think I'm bad about it, I think about what do I want to drink right now? Well, it's too late. You should have brewed that 6 weeks ago. Yeah. So, I guess we should be thinking about, hey, the cat's here. What are you doing here?
He's down to yell at Tom.
He's our cat like yells at Tom to feed him. He thinks he's gonna get some victuals off of him. So I guess St. Patrick's Day. Maybe a red ale is something I should be thinking about now.
You should be starting
I
it.
should be starting it now.
I'm pretty sure Conway's just came out last week.
That was out in July, I think. But I can always just go up to LBC and get some Clash of Clans. So
Or Soul Search. Or Soul Stealer.
Is
Is it Soul Stealer?
Soul Stealer, yeah. Oh, hey, I wonder if I still have this picture out here. Matthias isn't here. I could.
Do we have another beer coming up here?
We do. It's coming.
I must have deleted that picture. I was gonna do the Hawk Tua. Pull that one out again. Because I stole that off his website and made a logo of that.
That'd be a nice homebrew you could do.
Ooh, yeah, I have a label, pre-made labels and everything. So yeah, I mean, it would be nice to have a nice red ale.
This is the Shea Twitch.
Oh, Twitchy bitch.
Yeah, so I brought a couple, and again, I got a feeling they've held up because Arche did a good job with their stuff. So
Yeah.
in honor of some breweries that closed in 2024, Arche being one of them.
Yeah.
They did multiple versions of the Twitchy Bitch, which they did have to rename. This is Ethiopian single origin coffee, 9.25.
Yeah.
So to those that we lost in 2024.
I always liked this beer.
Still
Yeah, it's still clean.
clean.
Yep. I like that.
And I mean, again, as we talk about breweries that close, we've got breweries opening as well. I think we've
For sure, yeah.
got some stuff coming in 2025. I'm one here for Lorain County Passport, Haven Brewing
Yeah.
out in Oberlin. Did recently talk with Sam out there, and they're kind of waiting to get some licensures and stuff settled up, and still hoping to open shortly.
Nice. Yeah. And Laughing Bomb not too long ago opened up. They're on the Passport as well.
And they're expanding. I think Zach's been adding some beers to his lineup. I think there's some new beers coming out. So keep an eye on that. Look out for.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I think those beers I think it's going to be pretty good, and it's super close for us.
And as you were talking earlier, if you get on that wine binge, he's got some good wines that he's making as well.
Yeah, some more kind of a departure from John Christ a little bit, more of classic California style wines. Yeah, very good stuff. Yeah. All right, so speaking of new openings, Lorain Brewing Company is open. They had the ribbon cutting ceremony. We were out there for we ran into you guys, made you join us.
At the soft
Switch
opening,
tables at the soft opening. Yeah. Had some good food. We were talking about, we think that the menu, they tweaked it and some good directions. Sloppy tots. Can we talk about the sloppy tots for a second?
And
if
you guys have been out to some of the events that like the Best of the West and other things, I mean, Brian was showcasing those at that time. So it really is a signature appetizer.
Yes. If you don't know what they are, they're tater tots made out of sweet potatoes and, the Sloppy Joe sauce.
Which is a family recipe.
Yeah. And that's you're not picking up the tots. That's a knife and fork.
Is it queso, right, Maria? And queso on there and green onions.
Yeah. Yeah, it's decadent. It's good.
The one thing we still want to try is he's got a grilled cheese with the Sloppy Joe in it.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's dangerous. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I think Dan had that the other day when he was out there, and he really liked it. So.
Yeah. Careful, Dan. You're going to have to watch your cholesterol out there.
But, yeah, they've kept a lot of things. I've had their smash burger, which is just the right. it's the right consistency, the flavors.
Yeah. And they have, we determined 32 taps.
I believe it is 32 taps of beer.
It's a lot of beer. You got to get out there and check it out. I was talking to Matthias. We got the hours here somewhere.
Wednesday through Thursday, 3 to 10.
Yeah.
Friday, 3 to 11. Saturday, 11 to 11. And Sundays, 11 to 9. So those are the folks that were kind of missing that with Avon Brewing that was not open on Sundays. They are open on Sundays, 11 to 9. So as the football season here, both Saturdays and Sundays, we've got playoff games coming up here. Great place to hang out. They've got TVs and a great bar and food.
Yeah, in the summer it's going to be great with that outdoor bar and the patio area.
Even right now in the winter, again, being a person who likes views and stuff, I mean, looking out those windows, seeing the lake and seeing the little inlet there when it gets frozen, it's just a very nice view.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It is nice. Also, when they have the music, I can't remember, Rockin' on the River. You can take the water taxi across. So come over, have some beer, some dinner, and go out and enjoy the concert. So
which I think I just got a text or a Facebook thing about. I guess Rockin' River are starting to post their concerts and stuff. I think it's.
Oh, they're already scheduling.
So
it's going to be good.
Start looking at that and coordinate pre-gaming maybe at LVC.
Yeah, they always do some nice cover bands, tribute bands, I should say, and we're going to talk about a couple of them. I think I've seen them out there. So also, Richfield Brewing Company is now open. I just saw on Neo's CBN. They just released their 1879 IPA, West Coast IPA. Clocks in at 75 to 80 IBUs, I think I saw. So
and that's Andrew, who used to brew.
Used to brew at ABC.
At Medina,
Or Medina, yeah. So there's another new brewery. So it's not all closures.
As one opens,
one door opens.
Another one closes.
Another beer I saw coming out is the Jugger Hop IPA, 100 IBUs, West Coast from Masthead.
Wow.
And they're 1st of February, they're having their 8th anniversary party. I don't have too many details on that, but that should be fun. They always throw a pretty good anniversary party.
That's a place that their food is good, even though it's a limited menu, but their pizzas and other items
Pizza's great,
are so good, and their beers are good. I mean, what more can you ask for to have good food and good beer?
Yeah. They have a pretty good barrel age program out there too, as we sample these. Underverse is pretty damn good.
Yeah, and they've got a couple different versions of it. Yeah, they're all very good.
Yeah, we Matthias and I, when we went to the Steel Panther show, we sat there and I think we drank every barrel aged beer they had. Samples,
that
but
could explain
still,
a lot.
Yeah, that explains his behavior.
That doesn't explain why he dressed the way he did before even drinking, but
well, yeah, that's true. Questionable.
Just kidding.
So the Cleveland Brewery Passport's going to be launching soon, and I think we're going to go out to the brewers when they get together. I think it's going to be at Saucy coming up this month. So we're going to be out there. Looking forward to that, and like I said, I'm going to finish this year.
So there's your 2025 resolution.
Yes, that's my goal. So you got to have goals. Now, what do we have? This is another Arche.
So another Arche, again, commemorating. This is the Emperor of the Known Universe. Peanut butter Oreo double imperial oatmeal pastry stout.
Wow.
12%.
That's a lot of words there. 12%. Cheers.
Oh my God, the smell on that.
Oh my God. Wow.
That's good.
That is dessert.
See, I'll tell you, Arche, I'm going to miss this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is definitely a void that we're feeling in the in
And
the
it's
area.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to, be honest here that it's probably at least a year old in the can, but you cannot taste it
No,
at
it's-
all. It is.
Honey, you need to brew this.
Wow. That is very good. Well, and then
Somebody does.
talking about good heavy beers, we got the Winter Warmer Fest coming up.
Yes, we do. I'm sorry. Dustin's chiming in here. He says the Jugger hop is a beast at 11%. Oof. I didn't realize it was that big.
From Masthead.
I thought it was, Masthead. I thought it was more around 9. I think they do that every year. Isn't that?
Juggernaut?
It's not a year-round beer. I don't recall seeing that all the time, but.
I'd have to check my Untapped.
Yeah. 1.25.
Not for that, I'm sure. But yeah, we're actually drinking out of Winter Warmer Fest glasses here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's March 1st.
March 1st at Windows on the River.
Yeah, and are they still doing the Brewers' Eve?
No.
No.
They did that one year. They did not do it last year, so
Okay.
that was a one and done.
But they'll still have the casks outside. That's all that matters.
I believe they will
Firkins.
have. The cast should be.
Yeah.
I've not seen any information about it, but other than I know the date. The date's on the calendar.
Yeah, I think it's tickets are like 55 in advance, 65 at the door.
You didn't buy yours. They had a Black Friday special. You didn't buy
Did
it
they?
back
I
in-
didn't.
Okay.
I'm a last minute. I'll probably get them at the door. You know what I like to do? I'll just say, hey, Matthias, I'm going to volunteer
Yeah.
and pour 3 beers and
And disappear on us.
disappear. No,
That one's a tough one. That's a busy one. That is
Yeah.
the. And again, this is an Ohio event, and it's held up here in Cleveland. I mean, we are very fortunate to have this
Yeah.
event up here. It is the Ohio Brewers Association, I believe, that puts it on,
Mm-hmm.
and they come from all over. It is one of the best events in the state of Ohio.
Didn't Maria get yelled at for eating pizza or something? I said, that's just for the guests.
Last year.
No. Don't eat that pizza. That's not for you. But I get hungry too. What's the problem?
Go ahead, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's a event coming up in February as well. The Cleveland, I can't remember the name of it, but it's at the Huntington.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called the Cleveland Beer Fest or something.
Yeah, okay. It's it's Cleveland Beer Week puts it on. Is that what it is?
I'm not sure if they do. It's at the Huntington
Okay.
Convention Center. That's coming up in February.
I could have prepared better for this show. We don't know shit. What's going on? No, I was like, this thing. I heard about this thing.
Brewsology is coming up January 25th.
Okay.
So that's the one that's actually at the Science Center
Mm-hmm.
with breweries there as well.
That's kind of cool because you can walk around and
You can
enjoy the facility.
Everything is open to play with.
Yeah.
It is nice if you want to kind of explore things there and have a beer.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to explore and have a beer? It's my middle name.
It's your middle name.
All right, man. Let's talk about some music events. So this Friday, right up the street from our friend Janelle, who lives in Lakewood, at the Mahal's 20 lanes, bowling lane there, Non-Point is playing. Now, if you guys know, if you're from the 90s, Non-Point was, pretty hard band.
They're real. This is not a tribute band. This is a real band.
No, that's a real band.
Okay.
That's a real band.
Do you have a snippet?
Oh, he does.
Oh, he does.
This has got an intro, but one of the bigger hits. Yeah. Come on, Dan, you know this song. So yeah, they're going to be playing Lakewood at a bowling alley.
It's a bowling alley that has an event center up top.
Yeah, but it's still a bowling alley.
There's a speakeasy there as well. So it's more than just a
Okay, I'm making it sound worse than it is.
I have to say, though, for that kind of music, I actually could understand some of the words. That was not bad.
Oh, yeah, stick around. We're going to get to that. We'll get to that in a second. So on Saturday at House of Blues, there's an AC/DC tribute band, Thunderstruck, and I've seen they've been advertised at the Rockin' on the River.
Yes.
They played there. They're pretty, big tribute band for AC/DC. And that's on my birthday. Somebody maybe want to buy me tickets, take me to that show. Maybe a better fit for me would be Rain and Blood, the Slayer tribute, also playing at the Winchester, also in Lakewood.
That's a neat venue.
Winchester is awesome. And we saw Bisto Blanco there a couple summers ago. We've seen Rumors, the Fleetwood Mac tribute, a couple times. Yeah, Janelle loves them.
They play out at Rockin' the River as well.
Yes, they do. Yep, they do. Yeah, they draw a big crowd. They have a big following. Yeah, I'm not the. Yeah, we saw them at the Winchester. I never saw them at Rockin' on the River, but so. This like Dial was kind of one of my bands, and 6 Feet Under. They're playing the 23rd at the Agora of this month. I got to play you a little 6 Feet Under.
So is it two different bands?
Yes.
Nile
is opening.
is opening, and 6 Feet Under. Okay.
Yeah, here we go. Which
Excuse my ignorance.
yes. I'm gonna love the vocals on this one.
I could probably sing along to this. I'll lose my voice like
You're gonna-
nice though.
Yeah. Come on, get to it. You're right up Tom's alley.
It actually sounds like Nick. Exactly.
That's my jam right there. So yeah. All right. So the 24th, the Mega 80s is playing. Denise loves that. The thing that
I know. Here we go.
They're at the House of Blues.
they are at the House of Blues. It's a good show. You know, if you're from the 80s, you're going to recognize all the songs. They don't play full songs though.
Oh.
They just play little snippets.
Okay.
Is that true?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So
Now you
they-
got on your nerves.
They play like 20 or 30 seconds of a song and then they switch. I'm like, just play the whole song. But they want to fit in, they play Billy Idol and they do play some tubes.
Oh.
Yeah. So, just play the whole song. That's my thing.
I'd agree.
But it'd be a 5-hour show. So, the 26th, that's a Sunday at the Winchester. Again, Lynch Mob is playing. Now, that's 80s and that's rock.
That's rock.
That's he is clean. Let me just.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, here we go.
I didn't realize this was a music show.
Yeah. This is part of the bullcrap, Tom. Yes.
Oh,
This is total bullcrap. So
I'm getting thirsty.
yeah, next beer. It's a super group.
I see a lot of pig hair in that picture.
Yeah. No, maybe not a super group. George Lynch was in it. But yeah,
Which one is this?
straight up 80s rock.
And that's tar.
Oh, which one?
Oh, Death Tar
I
from
thought we were talking
Revolution.
about music. Yeah, Death Tar.
Death Tar.
That's tar.
Oh, wait.
It's not Death Star, but it's Death's.
Well, I was telling Tom the only reason I bought this
He likes
It's
the fact
because
that
it's in a series of beers
it
called the
says
Deep Wood. I was like, oh yeah, I'm buying that.
not deep woods, but deep wood.
Deep Wood. Yes.
Stout aged in bourbon barrels.
Cheers.
Have you been here?
I have not.
It's a neat place. We've had an opportunity to be up there a couple times.
14.8.
14.8.
Nighty night.
That's
Pretty good.
that's good.
I mean, that's on par with that Arche. I like the Arche as well as this. As well.
It's different. I was getting this one. I can taste the barrel aging much more, and not in a bad way.
Not in a pretentious,
Pretentious way.
sour way. Yeah. Yeah. So January 31st, Kerry King, who is the guitar player for Slayer. He's doing a solo thing. So
Where's he playing?
House of Blues.
House of Blues, 31st. That'd be one to see. But yeah, out of those shows, I want to see Nonpoint. If I had to pick one,
Really?
yeah. What would you pick, Tom?
Of those that you played so far?
Yes.
I would probably put up with the Mega 80s and the
Yeah.
the 20s.
yeah.
Me too.
I think you would enjoy Lynch Mob, to be honest with you.
Hey, I'm open to trying new music,
She says,
just like I'm open to trying new beers.
yeah, absolutely.
You got to keep your mind open. You may not like it, but try it.
Try it.
And you actually brought up a band that's not on the list here. It's Dream Theater coming up in March.
So it's interesting about that because, again, I'm reading the paper the other day, and they're talking about the 20 most anticipated albums of 2025.
Yeah,
And they're one of them. Dream Theater is putting out a new album.
they are.
And you got me to listen to them, and they're very...
I forced him.
One morning on my walk, I actually put them on my phone and listened to most of the album, and
Yeah.
it's very interesting.
Metropolis.
Metropolis.
Scenes from a Memory,
Yeah.
if you're wondering. It's a great album. Check it out. Concept.
But, yeah, they're coming in March to MGM, I believe, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, my buddy Lonnie he made a comment earlier. We're going to go to that show. Yeah, Mike Portnoy was the drummer. He had left. This album is the first one. I don't know how many years, but he's back in the band, and they recorded this. So there's one song out. It's pretty good, one or two, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
You have no idea how excited I was to actually read. And
You're like, I know this band.
I actually know this band. All the other stuff, I'm like, I have no idea who these people are.
Yeah. People seem to like it, except that person back there. She doesn't like it. Yeah. How many beers have we had? How many do we have to go?
We got one left.
One more.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. It is the ABC barrel aged.
So this one
yeah.
I brought out one day over the holidays here, just 'cause I do like to try to have some Christmas beers at least once a day, different ones.
Yeah.
At least once a day.
And
Day.
once a day, yes. During the holidays, yeah.
Okay.
And I had this one around, and Maria and I had it, and it just, this is the Christmas Miracle bourbon barrel aged. And it's still got all the flavor profiles. You've got a little bit of Christmas, but you can do barrel. And something that Matthias does, in my opinion, very well with his barrel aging is he gets to the point where you taste all the flavors, but you don't get the booziness and you don't get the woodiness.
Yeah. Woodiness.
So he keeps the deep wood out of it.
Yeah. Keeps the deep wood out of it. Yeah. All right.
So
Cheers.
this might be a Lorraine Brewing Company or an Avon Brewing Company. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure how they're branding it these days. Yeah. It's got everything a growing boy needs.
To me, it has that profile of the Christmas Miracle, which is the apple pie, but you get a little more body to it with that bourbon barrel age.
Yep. Yeah.
Fuller. Yeah.
Just enough cinnamon, not over the top. Yeah.
And you can enjoy it without the rim, without having a rim job on it.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Well, it's better with the rim job, isn't it?
What a bump.
Yeah. Got to get more springs in the. Yeah.
So that's our last
Yeah, that's
beer.
good. That's
our
good.
Last beer.
That's our last beer.
That's the last beer.
Well, we got to wrap this shit up.
Here it is. If you'd like any more.
Oh, yes. We'll finish that. Oh, show.
It's time to grain out. Grain out.
All right. Well, Tom, thanks for, short notice stepping in for, help out an ailing Matthias with no voice.
Well, we'll have to see on Facebook where he's really been tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Because he can't help himself. He's going to check in. Oh, okay. But, he called me up and he's all raspy and I can't barely talk. I'm like, okay, well, if you can't talk, you can't talk. So Tom stepped in. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to talk about beer and bullcrap.
Yeah. So here's the question. What are you doing next week? Because he's got a meeting. Matthias has got a meeting next week, so we're going to need some more help.
Well, at least you're giving me a week prep here.
Yeah, well, yeah, and get your costume and, we'll work out some lyrics. I don't know.
I'll dress up. It's amazing, though, how much that does sound like that song you just played to me earlier.
Yeah, well, I could be a death metal singer, I can't do the shrieks, but I can do the Cookie Monster voice.
Maybe I'll dress up as a guest.
Oh, maybe.
You have to guess who I am.
Yeah. You can. Well, I was going to make a.
Don't go there.
Okay.
I know where your mind's at.
All right, so the 21st, we're going to be at the pre-launch party, like I said, for the Cleveland Brewery Passport. So that's going to be fun. Look for us there. After that, I don't know. If you're a brewery, you want to be on the show, you want us to come out, let us know.
Where, honey? Where was that pre-launch party?
Well, it's not open to the public, so
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I can say.
No, then don't say.
Yeah.
Say it. Okay.
Okay.
Even though you did earlier, but
I think I did. Yeah, she wasn't listening.
No one remembers.
Nobody
Nobody
listens.
remembers.
Nobody listens. No, it's okay.
Yeah, nobody's watching by this point anyway. So if you have questions, concerns, you want to correct us, I did say Old Ohio for a beer, and it was Old Avon, but we caught that during the show, so don't email about that.
And the 19th president, too.
The 19th president.
Honey, I mean...
Who's the 19th president?
all right, have somebody text us in.
Yeah.
Who was the 19th president?
I'll buy you beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And next time we're out and about, Dave
Yeah.
will buy you a beer.
Yeah. I don't even know. I got to find out now.
Somebody's going to do it.
This is great radio.
Let's go with Woodrow Wilson.
That's a good guy.
Rutherford B. Hayes. He's from Ohio.
He's from Ohio.
19th president.
Ohio.
He was the true old Ohio that you were thinking about.
See? Bring it together.
There you go.
So,
Yeah.
Rutherford B. Hayes.
Anywho.
Rutherford B. Hayes legalized homebrewing in the United States.
Is he the one that died in his bathtub? No, that was Tufts, right?
Whoa. A little autoerotic
That was who?
asphyxiation.
Taft. That was Taft.
Taft died in his bathtub.
Who got stuck in there, died, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was from Ohio, too. From Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if I should do it.
Oh,
I don't know.
he was by himself in the bathtub,
Okay.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Supposedly. So, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Follow us on Facebook. It's over there. It's been on there for the whole show. Facebook, YouTube. We're on Spotify. At BlabberMalt, Instagram, X, Threads. I never do anything on Threads, so whatever.
Give feedback if you like Tom better than Matthias.
Yes. Whoa. Snap.
Oh, we are not invited. What next now?
Yeah, you'll find me on X.
Yeah, he's on X. We're not. All right, I think that's all we got. So, until next time, stay malty, Cleveland.